The health effects of emotional abuse. Emotional abuse is a form of maltreatment that can have severe physical health consequences. Like I said before, emotional abuse is physical abuse. One of the signs is depression and anxiety, which can cause trauma. It can alter the brain chemistry and it can affect your mental health. And mental health is physical. Okay, so it's not just, oh, it's just mental health. It is physical. Another sign is insomnia and sleep disorders. So emotional abuse can cause sleep disorders. You can have a hard time falling asleep. You may identify with this. Maybe that has happened to you. Maybe you know people. Like sometimes these are signs that somebody's telling you that they have. And then maybe the little red lights that make you pay attention to someone you're talking to that says, I'm having trouble with this. Find out more without being without being obvious, to see what their life is like, that maybe there is trauma going on, or maybe there has been in the past, and you may be that key person that can help them if you see that there's something there. Okay, so headaches and migraines. How many times do we hear of people having headaches and migraines? That's another sign that is caused by constant stress and anxiety. So if that is triggered, it could be, one of the reasons could be emotional abuse behind it, the stress behind it. Tension in the neck, shoulders can exacerbate these conditions. Gastrointestinal problems. How many people do we know that have those? Maybe yourselves. So these are all things that emotional abuse can cause. It can lead to inflammation of the gut, digestive issues, IBS, high blood pressure. Chronic stress from emotional abuse can elevate blood pressure, which can cause heart disease and stroke. So imagine somebody has a stroke. It's like, no, there was no physical abuse, but the emotional abuse could bring you to that. It weakens the immune system. Prolonged stress weakens the immune system, making the body more susceptible to illness. So frequent illnesses can result from emotional abuse. Another sign to pay attention to. Chronic pain. Fibromyalgia. I remember having students come to the studio complaining of saying that they had fibromyalgia, maybe caused by trauma, maybe not. Weight changes can go up, could go down. I know it's pretty self-explanatory. And substance abuse is another one. This actually is a very common one. I guess they all are, but this one to me is noticeable when I hear people having to have their drink every night. And it surprises me how many women I know that can't go one night without having that glass of wine. So that becomes an addiction, right? It's an addiction, but you wonder, why is there that addiction? Where did it start? So that can be a sign as well that there's something going on, which, substance abuse can also create problems physically. And last but not least, self-harm and suicide. Okay, so people can get to the end of the rope. They can't take it anymore, and they end up doing something drastic. So these are all things that can be caused by being in an abusive relationship. So you see, emotional abuse does have physical effects. Therefore, it is a physical abuse in the long run. All right. So if you know somebody, you know the drill. If you know somebody who's in that situation, or even yourself, we do have support. Reach out to me, or look up your local domestic violence shelter. You don't need to have the shelter per se. You don't need to have the need to be in a shelter, but you can contact a local shelter to get guidance and to get the resources that you may need, support, counseling, all that. They have that information. So they're not there just to give a shelter. So do use those resources for yourself or for other people as well. Okay, so we are in this together. We are a community. We do teamwork. This is our mission, right? We can change the world one shimmy at a time. And that's what we're doing. And guess what? We're going to dance. It's time for us to dance. Yes. Are you ready?